Alright, y'all. We just had an epic battle with this beast right here.
Well, he's probably he's pushing 50, 60. I mean, I got one on right now, but he's probably like a 5-pounder. Still a good fish, but nothing like this toad here. Like, he's probably my PB. Probably my PB. Man, like, the takedown was crazy. Like, movies. And the crazy thing is, like, so I just bought these new reels, and I'm trying them out today. And they're supposed to have like 40 pounds of drag, and you know what? I believe it, because I had to adjust the drag so that, you know, that fish could fight, and then I could fight it properly. But man, this morning, like I said before, we're out here on the James, just launched out of Hopewell Marina. We're using blue crab. We found some moving water. We found some structure. And guys, we just got here. Probably we got here at 6:07. It is 6:13. And we got 4 fish in a boat. One that's over 50 pounds. It's an outgoing tide. But this morning it started to rain a little bit, but it's clearing up, man. Like, it's supposed to be a really pretty day today. The weather for today and tomorrow is going to be in the mid to upper 70s, and then on Monday and Tuesday and probably every other day after, it's going to be feeling more like winter, you know. So I don't know what these fish are on, but I'm not mad at it. It's about another 5-pounder. And I just break the spines off, so, you know, when my kids come out and start playing with them, I don't have to worry about anything. Oh, there we go. Okay, so let's see if we can get a measurement on this guy. All right. Oh, okay, all right, wait a second. All right, so go there. Boom, boom, boom. So he's about 34, 35. Now here in Virginia, you're allowed one over 32 inches. And I think that one's going to be our one. Now, for those that don't know, like the James River here is home to trophy sized fish. And they get way bigger than this. Way bigger than this. So culling one like this size isn't going to hurt anything. Oh, look at the pretty sunrise, right? Usually I have my GoPro, but I left that at the house. I left it at the house, but it's all good, all good. Man, you can't beat those sunrises out here on the water like this, especially when you start turning over stuff like that. Monsters, right? But yeah, man, I'm pretty sure there's a tournament going on. I hope it's a catfish one, but we'll see. They're doing it. I'm pretty sure he has it in his mouth. He's swimming up this way, so I think the tide's getting ready to turn. And right now I'm only using these two. Oh, there we go. Yep, got a nice one. Oh, got one on that one too. We can't make this up, man. Yep. Got doubles, which isn't uncommon. It happens pretty frequently out here. Oh, this one got some fight to him. I love it when they get bigger the closer they get to the boat. Yeah, about another 5-6 pounder. these are good fish, good quality catfish out here. Now we got blue cat, we got white cats, we got flatheads, we got channel cat, we got bullhead. But predominantly, you're gonna see a lot of blues come out of here because the biomass is just so thick. Like, they're an invasive species, but they're doing exactly what they were intended to do. You know, give something fishermen can come out here and catch regularly and provide great table fare. All of which is their sole purpose as to why they're out here. Now you see this one got some scratches on him. Like I mentioned earlier, we're on a shelf, so this one was probably down there going through some of those oyster beds and things down there. And like I said, we're out here using blue crabs. And yeah, you know, coming out here doing I wouldn't say doing damage, because I mean we could put 100 a day in this boat and we wouldn't put a dent in the population of catfish in here. But yeah, we got all sorts of boats on the water right now. That one's about to go. I'm gonna cast this one back out. Captain's life, right? Always cleaning. Always cleaning. And the crazy thing is, I got a glove, so I don't have to. I'm gonna start using it. Get a hit. Now sun's starting to come up too, so it should warm up. But speaking of bait, let's get a new crab out. And like I said, I like to use blue crabs, and I like them live, you know. Guaranteed freshness. That one looks like it's trying to do something. And I like to cut off the legs and the claws. Like if they're peeler crabs, we could use the meat and the legs and stuff, but for the most part they're not. They're all hard shell. Uh-oh, got one. Yep. Finally. Looks pretty decent too on this one. Yeah. Fish on. It's a nice eater. Nice eater. Like, these rods do such a great job of fighting the fish for you. Like, don't get me wrong, ugly sticks are awesome. They're really great rods. They're still my top two. But something about these rods, how they transfer the fight throughout the rod, makes it a lot easier, at least for me, to reel these suckers in. And yet you can still feel everything. Yeah, nice eater. Now, typically, on an average day, you could come and fill your cooler with these all day, like these 16 to 20 inch fish. And if you have kids, man, definitely bring them out. Like, those guys, they put up a great fight and they'll keep them occupied. But a trick I like to use to open these shells, because I really don't need this, and I don't have to worry about bluegills or like perch picking at it per se. Most of these catfish are just going to inhale it, so I just take the back off to help spread that scent. But I like to grab the legs and just pull up on this point to help pry that shell off. Now, one thing about fishing out here is that you got to contend with a lot of the tides and the currents. So for a lot of new fishermen, you know, they're taught to watch the tip of their rods to, you know, determine whether or not you have a bite, which is true in many cases. But out here in this tidal water and the currents, the current will naturally pick up the bait and move it, right? Regardless of how much weight you have out there. So you just got to be able to know the difference between what's the current and what's a fish. And usually the current is very rhythmic. It goes over and over and over again, just like this. You know, like the tip, it's not really doing any drastic things or anything out of like what it's been doing. But when a fish strikes it, a fish is random, and it's not flowing to a beat of anything other than its own drum. So that's one thing you got to worry about. But once you know the difference between a bite and what the water is doing, then you'll be able to come out here and do some real damage. And like I said, there's a tournament here, so you're going to see a whole bunch of boat traffic today. And on top of that, it's Veterans Day weekend, so to all our vets, you know, happy Veterans Day. You saw that? That's the difference between the river and a bite. That sudden jerk, zoom, zoom, zoom. It's a bite. It's for you. Found us a hat. Put those on. Let's get back to it. All right, so the thing about fishing here on the James River is that you got to deal with tidal conditions, which have a lot to deal with like currents, which are pretty cool for multiple reasons. But the biggest one is that every 6 hours the tide changes. So what that does is that forces fish to get up and move, or those get, you know, pretty much beat up by the change of currents. If you can, definitely take a kid fishing. And the beauty about it is that you don't even have to be on a boat. You could be off the bank. You know, find yourself somewhere along the James River. You could do all right. Fish on here. Yep, got another one. Yeah. But like I said, man, I'm really enjoying these Mad Cat rods. And the cool thing about it is, like, this one is the heavy action, and the person that caught the 121-pound blue, Ricky, is the one who gave me this rod. I met him over at Osborne Landing, I want to say last week. A really cool guy, man. He's a Marine vet, combat vet. So we were able to relate on that. And last I knew, he was getting ready to go to a tournament down in the Carolinas. Well, if you're watching this, happy Veterans Day and good luck on the tournament. And I saw what you did here with the handles. It looks like your service uniform for the Marines. Oh yeah, got another one. Doubled up, guys. Doubled up. All right, let's get this one in. Nice 5-pounder. Yeah, that one's on. Yeah, out here you got to remember, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. So take care of this one. We'll take care of the other one. All right. Oh, yeah, this is a nice one. And I can kind of tell it was a nicer fish just from how he was taking down that rock. Great. But yeah, our average so far has been around 5 pounds, and you know, in the current times, it's always good to be able to procure some food from a source that is very, very plentiful. You know, the biomass of blue cat, I mean, to the point where people are trying to find creative ways to get away with killing them in mass numbers. The way I see it, just make a tournament or a bounty by the state, man. People will start bringing these things in by the hundreds. And kind of very cookie cutter to like the last one we caught. And we're fishing pretty deep, guys, so that's why these guys look like they don't have any colors, because they don't. When I say pretty deep, I mean there's like 50 feet. Let's get our baits back out there. Yeah, so even got the striper coming in. This one's 18 to 20 inches, a little small, so we gotta let them go. They gotta be 28 to 32. But yeah, striper, here we go. Stripers.